Am I on? I forgot I'm dealing with cars because I'm crossing illegally and a whole bunch of traffic was coming. Thank you. Oh, I just started. Oh my god. That's alright. Okay. So I'm out in the rain a little bit. I dropped off a resume, but look at this. Isn't that cool? You can't see the CN Tower. It's all hazy, but isn't that a great view? It's gloomy, but it's actually feeling cooler. Look at this. I look great, you know? But, I was having these realizations, with everything that's happening. One, I'm having difficulty managing my stress. But, maybe there's better things I could do. I think that's probably a call to do things maybe differently. Like smoking weed. I find I'm smoking it every day. I'm enjoying it, but I don't think it's helping my anxiety, like the stress levels. I think it's making it worse, like the next day. So I think I'm gonna chill on that, right? So the other thing is, if I can remember, because speaking of it, I already smoked. I dropped off the resume first, then walking along the park, So I'm responsible first. Always responsible first. I do need, oh look at this, I look like hell with my hair. It's damped out here. But it's beautiful, I love it. Well, I was thinking about things and how these epiphanies come to you and, about yourself. Whenever things are going on in the background, you gotta always ask yourself, why am I feeling that way? What's triggering me? And I finally realized, one, I'm on top of everything in every moment at all times. I mean, that's not a negative thing. It's just an intense thing, right? It makes me very good in business, right? And professionally, because I always follow up. I'm always on top of things. I don't let things go, right? I'm very direct, focused, and it's like a training. I've done so much sales and sales training and networking and, it's just, and then parenting and resourcing and working in the community. Everything is if you're filling out paperwork, if there's anything you need, you have to be on top of every single little detail. And I'm so on top of every single little detail that I forget that not everybody is prioritized in the same way, right? So, it can be probably overwhelming because I'm not just like that in business. I'm like that with my friends and the people in my life, right? I'm always on top of everything. I'm always I'm always on time. I'm always just on top of every little detail. And I'm actually trying to learn how to step back, even though it's the opposite has done this to my life, right? Where most people, it's not most people, I don't mean most people are this way. I mean that on the opposite end of the spectrum, there are those that sit around too much and aren't, they're too unmotivated, where I'm too motivated. And again, when you're involved in certain business, especially sales, that's fantastic. That's how you get rich, actually, is by being that meticulous, right? With all the little details, the emailing, the information, and the building rapport with people. That's all I do. I build rapport with people all day, every day, and I'm very good at it. But it's also a business thing, not a friends thing. And it's even with parenting and being on top of everything. I dealt with people like the schools all the time. I didn't deal with regular people. I didn't even have friendships really because I had so many kids, right? Not in a negative way, but anybody that has children, they know you're absorbed in your kids' lives. It's a normal thing. And that I've never actually known, separate from that. So my focus has always been networking with schools and, organizations in the community, places and things that are going to benefit me and my kids. So always resourcing and always on top of things, because if you drop the ball on anything, then everything kind of falls behind. The problem is when your life or relationships don't need all of that attention. And I noticed this a few years ago when I was trying to actually date. Actually, I went out with Andrew. It was my first real boyfriend as an adult. I'm sad to say, but it is what it is. And for 2 years, it was great, but I noticed that, and I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like the way it made me feel. Like, even in the relationship, that I had too much focus on him. And it wasn't on purpose. It was just naturally the way I am. So it was like, whoa, I didn't know, because 4 children, whether they're with you in your home or not, your brain is split between them. Even now, I'm trying to learn how to pull back from my children in my mind, right? Like, switch the focus into my own life. And also chill on being so meticulous and organized. Like, learning how to step back. It's hard. Because if I do that, I fall. But the problem is now I'm on the opposite end, and it's actually causing me, like, I'm in the situation because of that. Right? Being at the opposite end. It's like, how do I rebalance for a new life? And I'm sure parents can all understand. I mean, even as adults, come on, we phase, right? So what am I going through? The midlife crisis. My God. Here I am. Right? And I'm seeing others go through it too. So it's not a crazy, it's a real thing. And then suddenly you hit it and you're like, dear God, it's a real thing. And then you add menopause. And let's face it, I'm homeless right now. And you know what? I have navigated worse situations. So I can handle it. I'm struggling, but I think it's just this internal shift, right? And I think that's what we know. It's like this internal shift that's happening. It doesn't happen externally until after it happens internally. And what happened yesterday is Mars went into Aries. And I don't put everything into horoscopes or anything like that, but there are things that absolutely affect. I can see the correlations in my life. So that's when I start paying attention, because it's like, okay, this is answering some questions for me. And I can feel the fire of Mars entering back into my sign. That's my, like, Mars is the Aries sign. So it's been missing from Aries. So it's like the Aries without their fire. And it's very hard because it's very dismal. And now it's like, okay, the fire is starting to relight, but it's like, it's igniting in a different way, because like direction has to shift and change. And I think that's like us, like all of us going through, significant transitions. It's not something you already know how to do. I mean, if it was, life would be easy. Now I transition a lot. And that's what I want to slow down, is it's like I'm used to that. Therefore, it's normal. Therefore, I keep creating it, right? Those are my cycles. How do I shift? It's like, nah, I don't like this version. Fuck it. Let's go over here. And I do that a lot. So I'm grounding in, and I'm forcing myself to. I knew that coming here. I thought, no, this is where I want to be. So what am I doing? I'm going to root in. Well, once you root in and you're like, okay, I've been unstable my whole life. I mean, like, I have moved over 80 times. Again, that's normal for me. So I get bored. So I create the change. And I just don't know that I am, kind of thing. It's like when I don't want to be somewhere, it's like that's it. I shake the ground out from under me. And it's like, that's the way we are. That's just how human beings are. I just do it too much. I don't give things space and time. Because in my world, everything would have fallen apart. Right? Like everything just would have been completely annihilated if I ever stopped moving for a second. Do you remember that? You can't ever stop moving. Otherwise it'll kill you. Or your children. I think I got it. So now I'm gonna stop. And and I'm gonna let life sink in. I'm gonna let it just sort of become normal to have stability. So I'm the one that has to give me my stability, because that's mine. I don't know. Everybody has their own, pitfalls, and this is what I've seen for mine. And so slowly I've been trying to almost like retrain. So you have to like catch the cycles, cut them off, and then recycle it, right? You got to recycle it. That's exactly. You got to recycle it. So that's what I'm learning how to do. Just like we all do. It's like the game of life. Every time shit happens, it's like, oh my God, what is wrong with me now? And how long is it going to take to find it and figure out how to, bring it to service so I can change it? And even that, I want to slow down. It's like maybe I have the power to be like, whoa, I can slow down in my evolution too. I don't need to be a god here. I really don't. I just want to be a human being. I think it's fun. I don't need to be perfect. I mean, that would be boring. I think that's my biggest problem is I'm a very eclectic person. Can't remember, but I said something, or somebody said you have an eclectic brain. And I thought, it's true. I need all these different little things in my life. So it's really learning how to design my life for me. And I think we all have that. We all have those pieces that we know we want. We just don't believe we can have them all. So then we settle and we fit pieces instead. And I know I haven't settled, but I'm the opposite. I don't let anything in at all. I don't let any pieces. So, and again, these are the pitfalls of life. This is mine. This is what I'm looking at in the mirror going, oh my God, what is it now? All right, I need to slow down. I need to not. It's like, I don't even know because, again, I'm learning as I go. So I don't know the entire answer. I just saw that piece, but I still don't know how to fix it. And I'm hoping just the revelation will bring it forward, because it makes sense. Can't stop moving. That was the biggest pitfall, wasn't it? Don't stop moving. So I'm going to learn. I already rooted in, so I set it all in motion, I suppose. I guess we make these conscious or subconscious choices that shift us into the direction we want to go, even though we don't know the direction. I mean, that's the thing too. I never know. And whenever I'm supposed to decide, what direction it is that I want, I'm like, well, I don't actually know. Because it's like, okay, they're all fun. I have great ideas all over the place. So which one do I do? That sort of thing. I do know this. I mean, I'm narrowing it down. I know I want to stay. So this is where I want to be. I want to be here. I love it. I love to dance, so I'm going to continue to dance. And I love food and entertainment. So I'm definitely going to do food and entertainment. And so now I know where. I know who's involved. So I'm getting there, piece by piece. And I'm going to sell my kombucha because it's the best product for me to sell out there. Like in all these little markets. I think it's a fantastic idea that I've already been working on. I've got already a store shop, like a storefront to sell through. So I'm just waiting now for all these other little pieces to come in place. And I'll tell you another thought before I go is I did have all the pieces in place. I had all the pieces in place. Everything came together and it was like, wow, this is actually going to happen. Well, there you have it. That fear of success, right? It's like, wait a minute. It's actually going to happen? What does that mean? Right? Then I'm committed. I'm committed to something. And I can admit it. I admit it. That's my biggest problem. And here I am, because I can't commit to my own life. This is what happens. Life says, okay. So now I have to commit to my own life. And I feel that. I know the direction. I know what I want. I know the direction. I don't know what it all is, right? That's it. I have no idea. So to the universe, I'm open. These are the pieces that I know. Oh, and I'm ready for it because I'm also very tired. And I need, honestly, what I miss more than anything is just having some fun. I feel like I'm just very sad and I don't want to be sad anymore. I want to feel good again. You know, life is good. These pitfalls aren't everything. They're a moment. And I need to release it and actually commit to my life. So, there you go. I hope that this time is bringing everybody, you know, something amazing and magical, you know, transpiring within themselves. Like the alchemy that's happening. And I believe in all levels. I don't believe in denying my physical, my mental, my emotional, or my spiritual worlds. I think they all matter, you know, and it's all different worlds to navigate. You know, whether you're sitting in your heart center or whether you're sitting in pieces of your life that are passionate and you know, feed your soul, right? Like there's so many different elements and aspects. Anyway, I'm going to go. I think I'm feeling better. I've had like such a miserable day. I really want to laugh and play again. I love you guys.